Bruh. Oh well.
These paint stains and water spots were left after class. The children
Oh,
get so
nope,
excited
nope,
when
nope,
they
nope.
go.
Wrong. I think it's a plus. Yep. Alright, which one is this? Storm speech number and everything. The done. I think it should be here. 20. The world is a door to 1,000 ruins, desolate and cold. What those we have lost, what you have lost are along in the void. Ah, so this is where the title came from. The flame of war raged along the shore. Humans, manuscript dictae, and apparent believers, all consumed by madness. The pains from their storm syndrome have bled into the sea, creating disordered mixture of colors. The flash of artillery and the glow of arcanum collide. Dead, infected sea creatures litter the shore, like a tableau of an abstract painting.
Where are you going, 37?
The cyclist woman inquires with concern. Under her care, the leader's bleeding has finally ceased. Oh.
Please take care of 6 for me, Madam Marta. I have to go find Sophia.
Not caring about anything else, she runs into the smoke. Gunfire and explosion fill the air. The angry battle cries of former apparent believers, now in man's attire, echo in all directions.
Die, humans!
The explosion knocks her off balance. She stumbles the gravel. A pair of hands reaches out to her.
Are you alright, 37? Can you get on your feet?
Finally, the voice she's been searching for fills her with relief. She happily reaches for her hands, but stops abruptly, uncertain.
Did you change your clothes?
She pushes down the cacophony of emotions swelling inside her.
I
Where
have
to
found my
begin?
number, 37. Your calculation was correct. As always. You found it! That's good!
She accepts the news without hesitation, her face lighting up with genuine smile.
I always wanted to tell you. It is a great number. The number of a herald, prophet, and pioneer. When it was first discovered, mathematics was nearly destroyed. But luckily, it also spurred advancements in the field.
The fact that she can happily explain stuff like this in the middle of battlefield is... I guess she's autistic or something. She stops, no longer rambling on about numbers, and sincerely gazes into her friend's emerald eyes.
Are we still friends, Sophia?
Alright, that smile though. Sophia smiles, smiling that she's still the same, even now. She knows so much, yet she knows so little.
Yes, 37. We still are. But there are more important matters I must tend to.
A bomber halts over their heads, the pilot laughing hysterically. The plane is covered in thick layers of paint, its wing curls and twisted.
This is ours! The land we discovered!
The pilot has spotted the two targets on the barren rocks below. with 2 explosives prepared for release. Sophia does not flinch or retreat. Instead, her fingers wrap gently around the tiny idol. The bomber detonates in the sky, taking the young pilot with it.
Sophia, your power and your luck.
I must leave now, 37. Lady Arcana has shown me another path.
No, why are you leaving too? Is it because our circle has been broken? But I found the truth.
Well, the truth will not save people in the current situation, though.
I have the final solution. Just give me a little more time and everything will be fine again, I promise.
Oh. She closed her eyes. The scripture still lingers in her mind. 30 kinds of people come to the Olympic Games. The lowest class is made up of those who came to pencil, and the next above them are those who come to compete. But the most esteemed, however, are those who come to look on. Only this wise pursuer of knowledge may release themselves from the wheel of birth.
You and I are different, 37. Not all of us have the privilege to look on from the sidelines.
Seriously. She clenches the tiny idol. A thick, tar-like substance seeps out from her body. In an instant, the bomber are wiped out completely.
Sophia.
She can't prolong the inevitable any longer. She knows that. This is the last thing she wants.
I will join Manus Finbig Day, take others with me, and leave. I will renounce the scripture and seek vengeance in the phenomenal world. Make your move, 37.
Tears rolls down her
If
eyes.
you really are the genius who can overcome anything, prove it to me. Stop me. Transcend me. Defeat me. Crush me to dust.
Damn. The history is written by the victor. The explosion has finally ceased. The planes rest alongside the geometric bodies in the sea. Huh? Sinking into an everlasting sleep. The roads of battle are no more. All that remains is the crashing of the waves against the shore.
Why? Why did you spare me, 37? Why did you show mercy? You weren't supposed to!
The battle ended quickly. 37 geometric brilliance has left only a tear on her friend's robe.
Because I don't want to fight you, Sophia. Why? Why do we have to do this?
Her voice is filled with anguish. Sophia looks down in long silence. Then she gently shakes her head.
I'm sorry, 37. I have gone beyond reason. Beyond cure. I must have been out of my mind to make you fight me. Your hands were never meant for violence. They were meant for upholding the truth. As for me, I'm the one who clears the dust off the path, as fate foretold. Goodbye, my beloved friend.
She no longer wavers or looks back. Her shoulders tremble, but she strides toward the manus with determination.
It is time. Please clean up the beach as quickly as possible. We will depart soon, as Lady Arcana has instructed.
Soph! Miss Sophia!
The team is finally reunited. Soneto arrived last, heaving from trying to catch up to the scene. She had her own battles elsewhere on the island. That strange dream has taken its toll on her. And now she is holding her pen, silently questioning Sophia with a piercing stare. Why?
We all have our own purpose to fulfill, Miss Sonetto.
She walks right past her.
I will not fight you this time. But I will draw steel the next we meet.
The new member of Manus Vindicte. They didn't clean up the beach. Every trace of humanity has been wiped clean. Only rock and metal debris remain on the beach.
I don't understand any of this.
She slumps to the ground and stares blankly into the distance.
The truth transcends all and is above all trivial matters of a phenomenal world. It guides us to enlightenment and protects us from evil and misfortune. Does it not? This is what I have always believed, so I went seeking for it. It is finally in my hands. But now...
37 braced her face between her knees, on the verge of sobbing.
What went wrong? Was it my fault? Isn't this how the truth is supposed to work?
It is not an easy question for an off-island visitor to answer. However, one thing is for certain.
The truth has not abandoned you, 37. You haven't used the key yet, have you? It is still coded.
The key...
37 is helped up from the ground.
Lilia has verified Arcana's location. She is still on this island. We still have a chance to stop her before it's truly too late. We should go now, Sonetto. We have 15 more hours until the storm.
We've got signal. Zeno has restored communications with Team Timekeeper.
Very well. We will leave you to it.
She sighs with relief. But before she hangs up, she has one more question.
Just to confirm before we go, the operation Zeno is currently undertaking has been approved by the PAC Security Council, right?
The internal call falls silent, as if the question is too absurd to answer.
Certainly, miss. We are soldiers. Soldiers act on orders.
This is the only part of the island untouched by war, where the foliage is thriving and the view is stunning.
I am most pleased to see you. Had you a pleasant stay on this island, Miss Verton?
She turns around, a smile gracing her face.
Are they not an intriguing flock of people? Their wise ones drew a circle at their feet and declared themselves apart from this realm. For generations untold, they toiled as diligent ants in service of the circle, adoring and venerating it while shielding themselves from insanity's call. I take immense pleasure in admiring this wondrous figure, the primordial, eternal, immaculate circle. The more pity that it was etched upon sand.
Hello. The bomb out beach is in a state of disarray.
I disagree. The fragility and impermanence of sand is precisely why people strive for something eternal. Believing in perfection is not a flaw. I noticed the human aircrafts were loaded with weapons, not from this era. Did Manus Vindicte provide them with the technology?
Arcana smiles, the silence covering the disturbing revelation.
I can't fathom your motives. If you came here to incite hatred and recruit the pure-blood arcanists on this island, you may now walk away with satisfaction. If you wanted to take the island as one of your bases, you could have done so after the cleansing ceremony failed. But you did nothing. You just stood there. Why?
Without rhyme or reason, she louds.
Do you struggle to comprehend, sweet Burton? I was waiting for you.
Sonata and Lilia take a step forward.
Enough talk, Vertin. It's time for action.
Mind your distance. Arcana has power over people's minds at a close range.
A pity.
She raises her arm. The stone bangle is still intact on her wrist. The next moment, it slides off and falls to the crust, dissolving to thin air.
I did wish to keep this bangle. Mine and yours, a pair in perfect match. How will you remove yours, Vertin?
The bangle burns, a reminder of those who will still believe in the teaching of truth and a pattern, and those who will remain until the end of the cleansing ceremony. The symbol of faith remains true to its purpose. The peace agreement is still in effect.
What? The island's been blasted to smithereens. How come the bangle still has its power? What is it made of?
Don't worry, Regulus. We have foreseen this.
The chief assistant shows no signs of worry.
When we first arrived, I was bewildered by the rules on this island. But as I learned more about their scriptures, things began to make sense. Language is an unreliable means of communication. Information can become muddled and vague wording can lead to mistakes and contradictions. That's why the island values math as a more precise and truthful language. They mock language for its ambiguity, scorn its flaws, and ruthlessly expose its inconsistencies, like they did during that debate. The pact on this bangle is of a similar nature.
I see. It forbids us from actively attacking, but what is considered an attack? The rulemaker did not specify that.
An act without the intent to attack will not be seen as an attack. That is the unspoken rule of the peace agreement.
An adorable attempt. Are you truly prepared to gamble the life of thy sworn companion, little pup of the Foundation?
Ah, crap. Sonata shakes her head, her once remains steady. Alright, behind her unidentifiable form materialized into existence. Sonata shakes her head. What happened to my mouth? Sonata shakes her head. Her once remains steady.
I will not make the same mistake again, Miss Arcana. I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Your provocations will not work on me. For the peace of this world, I will stop you.
One radius and...
Premio sereno intenso ed infinito.
Alright, whatever. The ship sways gently in the waves. It is set for a new world, and there is no turning back. She hasn't spoken a word since they sailed. The situation is final and the port is set. There's nothing for her to do but to stay silent.
Miss, is the guiding one really not coming with us? She
doesn't answer. Absent-mindedly caressing the tiny idol. She still remembers the moment she received it.
Are you saying?
Fret not, my child. You heard me true. I shall die today.
For what reason, though? To transcend into...
Timekeeper, location Alpha is ready for the ritual.
I don't know. What do you call it? Immaterial? So she can roam like a ghost or something?
Location Beta, ready.
Mr. Apple and I are ready.
Good.
This is not a preparation for an attack. At least not for an attack here.
Requesting to use the advanced arcane skill Afaroi Around. Number 000262603100008.
Is that real word? A pharaoh. Affair. Alright, whatever. Doesn't make any sense.
To teleport a top priority threat to the Parmenides base.
The glow of the ritual envelope Arcana.
Loosen up and enjoy the ride. Прощай.
Launch sequence initiated. Starting countdown. 30, 29, 28.
The target has not reached the designated location. I repeat, the target has...
15, 14, 13.
Large-scale arcane ritual detected. Afaroi around, verified. Life signal detected. Target is in position. Initiating detonation.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vacuum bomb detonated.
No arcane energy detected. No life signal detected. Target eliminated. I repeat, the target has been eliminated.
We did it. We actually did it. Admiral, Hans, we made up for what we didn't do in 99.
Oops. Wrong.
Did we win?
It's too early to celebrate, but history will remember this moment
Alright,
and honor all that was lost in this long battle.
Wait, Hans. You hear that? In your headphones?
Static.
Admiral, we might have a life signal, but there's too much interference.
There's no way she died.
Give me that.
No way she died that easily. Especially since she said that she wants to die. So she must have a plan. She probably will appear later on. Maybe on different form, I guess? I don't know. Gotta wait.
No, it's nothing. There is no sign of life. It was the wind.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
So, that means...
Oh, fine like an auto. We did it, everyone.
A triumphant victory! A salute to you, Admiral, and to the Timekeeper.
Our efforts for peace have prevailed, and we have emerged victorious. Let us forever remember this day for its greatness.
Glory to all who fought for this moment! We did it!
Whoa!
Woo! Yeah!
就是啊。Here on a level sand, between sea and land, what shall I build or write against the fallout night? Tell me of runes to crave that hold the bursting
Drink
wave.
this. It will help relieve your pain. Worry not. It's not made from the grapes on my head.
Or a passion to design for longer death than mine. Ah. The war might have ended, but its scars remain in this place. The Hall of Truth, once the Palace of Knowledge, now stands in ruins. 210 examines the injured man's face closely, making sure his pain is eased. Then he stands and watches as more people are brought through the gate.
Hang in there, 29.
888 makes her way to the hall, carrying an incapacitated believer on her back. She carefully lowers the person to the floor. Her own arms are wounded from the attack, but fortunately they are not fatal. Since the Integrators awakened, this has been the only thing they have been doing.
Are there any other injured that have not been found yet?
I've scouted the island. Every remaining member should be here.
So why should we wear a medieval armor like that though? And why is it in purple? Besides, the ramification of the situation weighing down on them.
It means the members not here have joined Manus Vindicte.
Or died. The hall is dead silent. Just a few hours ago, it was alive with debates, ideas, and passion. But now one half of the hall is gone. It sits buried under the shattered dome and the crumbling walls.
Is 6 still in a coma, Miss Marta?
The blind woman nods, concern etched on her face. The banshee doesn't say anything else. She needs to clean out her own wounds. Oh. The last few hours have been a whirlwind. Their faith has crumbled. The humans have invaded their island, and Manus Vindicte has turned them against each other. But now everything's gone. Enemies, friends, and even the truth. All that's left are the moans and groans that fill the hall. In the midst of the hushed void, some begin to pray.
To you, O the alone infinite, the non-subsistent, the ineffable, I call. Grant me inspiration of nature. Guide my soul with truth.
These are the words of both sorrow and hope. Words of contemplation and honor for the dead. A brief respite where they can find solace to ease their pain.
Give me power of enlightenment. Tear off from the web of ignorance.
More people join in. Their prayers reverberate through the hall.
Redeem me from the evil, hatred, and what throttles me down. Break through the ground of bad, corruption's chain, the carapace of darkness, the living death, sensation's corpse, the tomb I carry. Learn the beauty of truth, the balance and limitations of all.
It's 29. The injured Plifford just carried in by 888. Lex is missing, but he managed to get up and sit down against the wall.
Why are you still praying? The truth is gone! Who are we praying to? Who will answer us?
His outburst falters, turning into a bitter sob.
For generations, we have searched for purpose and meaning. But now that the truth is lost, what is left for us to live for?
No, the truth is still there.
A crisp voice echoes through the hall. 37 arrives painting at the door, accompanied by members on the timekeeper team.
I passed a Perron's test and it showed me the answer. It will free us from the Wheel of Birth once and for all. I just need some time to decode it.
She feels their stare weigh heavily on her. The wounded, the desperate, those who have lost their faith and their soul in the last few hours. The cashier walks up to her, still composed and steady.
We will do our best to help, but how much time do you need?
A crucial question. The girl averts her eyes. Her confidence has waned since the last time she answered this
I
question.
have someone in mind that can help us decode.
Elsewhere in this world, some people are also making the same efforts at all costs. They too are studying the immunity to the storm.
But I need your approval before I ask them for help.
This will require some finesse. What's about to be asked might rattle the founding principle of their belief system.
May I share the truth with the others, 37?
The experiment on the side effects of the ritual are ongoing. The list of conditions they have encountered stretches down the page like a long winding snake.
The side effects are completely random. Among the current samples, the probability of no side effects occurring is 0.52%. And of the 81 recorded side effects, 39 of them will cause irreversible damage to the biological body. 24 will permanently alter the composition of the caster's body functioning. And 18 minor effects will cause only minor, superficial injuries that do not affect daily functioning.
Wait.
Laplace's archives has enough rituals to protect casters from the minor effects, but the other two categories are highly lethal.
The list was made at the cost of lives, and she meticulously analyzed each item as if taking apart an intricate machine.
After 72 experiments, the diversity of side effects has decreased significantly. It is unclear if this is due to repeated testing on a single subject or due to a limited range of possible side effects. More than 90% of these effects are related to concepts such as dirt and dust. Is it because of the origins of this ritual's power?
She stopped briefly, scanning through the list again.
The number of recorded side effects is 86, not 81. When did I write these 5 down?
A knock at the door interrupts her thought. Simon walks in.
Madam Lucy, Zeno's plan was with the help of Team Timekeeper, the leader of Manus Vindictae was teleported to a deserted military base and targeted with a thermobaric weapon. It was a direct hit with no signs of life detected. The momentous event was captured on camera in the observation room.
The director nods in approval. It is a good news, but she can devote much of her processing power to expressing joy while she's focused on research.
A tremendous victory. Please extend my congratulations to the Admiral for this remarkable feat.
Also, you have 2 call requests. One is from the Timekeeper, which Laplace received shortly after the battle with Manus Vindictae. She is requesting remote assistance to help the Apiron decode a numerical code related to the storm immunity.
This information demands attention. The director head snaps up.
Put her through immediately.
Simone nods, but her shoulder remains tense. There's more.
And the other call?
It's Kikanya, the Viennese arcanist who helped investigate Marcus in acquiring the ritual.
A hint of hesitation appears in her eyes.
We have updated her the progress of the study and the potential side effects of the incantation. But she insists on knowing the right pronunciation.
Damn, and Chaotic actually narrates the entire Arknex story.
Heed my words, 37. That scroll is a sacred relic passed down from the wise sages of Apiron, safeguarded by the Sixes and entrusted only to believers who brave Apiron's test. It has the power of harmonization and reconciliation. You may keep it until you fully grasped the secrets shared with you by Apiron. But you will not share it with some organization affiliated with humans, and certainly do not allow them to study it.
The inevitability sacrament is finally upon them. 888 grabs 37 by arm and drags her out of the lab.
Why? Sharing the scroll is sharing wisdom and knowledge with others, like what we have done through our doctrinal meetings and receiving visitors from the outside world. It is for the sake of spreading the light of truth, is it not? The human researchers, they have also discovered many brilliant theorems. Before the emanation cut us off, we had these types of communications with the outside world. It was fun, unlike what came after. I'm sure by sharing this scroll, the code from Apiron will be deciphered. I must prove that the light of truth still glimmers.
She stands her ground. She's right. With their fates shattered, people need something new to keep going. And this time her suggestion makes sense in a practical way, a quality often missing from her previous ideas. With the island no longer shielding them, the school must find another way to survive the emanation. In their moment of weakness, they need a powerful ally more than ever.
But how can you be sure the scroll will only be used for researching the ritual? How can you ensure that the humans won't exploit it to create weapons of destruction?
The custodian looks up at the fractured dome. The speckled tail-like illuminates her cool complexion.
Before joining the School of Apiron, my people and I had wandered the world for ages. Our long lives made it difficult for us to truly fit in with the world. Daughter of Truth, I implore you to hear the words of this old soul. Humans have indeed achieved incredible feats, and their enlightenment has even touched my soul. But unfortunately, most humans do not have an inherent respect for knowledge or its boundaries. They only chase after power blindly. I have experienced it firsthand. I tried to guide and persuade them, but ultimately I failed. That is why I am here now. What you are deciding to share is not only knowledge, but it is a ritual. A piece of power. A ritual designed for harmonization, created for the devout believers, and created for the sages seeking the truth. Yet, on the other hand, it can also be used for unspeakable horrors, such as silencers on guns, suppressors on rifles, or even on nuclear bombs.
It won't.
Such a strong what do you call it? Not assessment. Strong word?
888. I won't let this happen. I promise.
You can't promise anything, Miss Verton. You're too young, too inexperienced to comprehend the dark nature of history.
Assertion, is that it? Right. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. A valid and powerful observation. The hull itself, ravaged by war, now stands as a testament to the Banshee's claim.
But
Even
it's the
though this one
truth
is
we're
special.
talking about. What could possibly outweigh the truth?
An unexpected voice speaks up. To everyone's surprise, the rhetorician does not raise any objection the rhetorician does not raise any objection this time. 40 minutes and I'm already slurring.
If all it takes is lending someone a scroll to unlock unspeakable secrets, why not do it? Haven't the failures of the past 4 years proven that a stagnant mindset does not bring forth the light of truth? As individuals devoted to critical thinking, should the pursuit of truth not be our primary goal in life? My brothers and sisters, do not let hatred stop you, and don't let the dust of the phenomenal world blind you.
210!
Coming to the rescue. He waves his hand and gets up from his seat.
And remember, it was 37 who passed the test and earned the scroll. It is her rightful responsibility to handle this situation.
He looks elsewhere. His demeanor suggesting a lack of interest rather than genuine support for the argument.
Otherwise, what other choice do we have?
He shrugs and walks out of the hell. Behind him, the star of Hermes clenched her fist with resolve. To the murmuring, doubting crowd, she speaks again loud and clear.
I have made up my mind. I will share the scroll with Laplace. The truth
Oops.
is the truth. It should not be swayed by anything else. Please, everyone, cast your pebble if you agree with me. If 6 were here, he too would have called for a vote.
Some of them decide to leave all the hell instead, but most stay and use the pebbles in their hand to speak for them. Her victory arrived with a gentle shake from the corner. War and smoke have long left this place. An area has been cleared for takeoff.
Miss Lilia, are you certain about this?
Alright, what are you doing?
Absolutely. See the nice weather today? Much better than the day we landed. No wind, no cloud, the clear sky, and that giant moon.
Sitting tight on her SU-1E. How do you read this again? I forgot. She gives a quick pat to the scroll secure on her belt. This is the essence of Aperon's goodwill in their newfound alliance with Laplace.
Can't find a better day to deliver the package. It's just to the headquarters, not even going outside of Europe. 3 hours is more than enough. I'm done being stuck on this suffocating island. Nobody can stop me from taking this flight.
The headquarters are at least 768 nautical miles away, and you have no protection during the long flight. It's dangerous, and we have only 7 hours until the storm.
Dangerous? Maybe. But this is an accelerating flight in the storm, Saneto. What better chance than now to push Zeno into updating their flying manual?
She takes a few long gulps from her canteen and warms up her broomstick, brimming with anticipation as if she were going to carnival.
Besides, what's wrong with a bit of oil painting on me? Should be a nice badge of honor.
Mate, that's quite a distance. Just be sure not to go toppling into the Mediterranean Sea.
Red 38 is no way an apple the second.
She soars higher and higher until Regulus shrinks to a tiny red dot on the beach. From the corner of her eye, she noticed her shadow slowly creeping toward her.
Uh-oh. Manus Alitius? We didn't kill them all off? I don't have time for you, little stingray rats.
The Olithios were close behind her.
Still got your speed, huh? I guess the death of your boss didn't faze you much. Oh.
A swollen flame comes into view, filled with a dark substance and throbbing like a beating heart. The creature's soft, tentacle-like turrets slowly rise and lock onto Ilia.
A Manus aircraft? Worth a fight. Haha! Bring it on! Your downfall will be an explosive orchestra over the waters.
To safely cast the immunity ritual, the condition must be met. Have the power to wield it.
Yes, Miss Tyder has derived the formula and my team has finished designing the prototype converter. Now, we just need the bigwigs upstairs to approve the experiment application. This is an unprecedented chance to rob this storm of its energy. I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Minimize the side effects.
The Scroll of Aperon has shown great potential in protecting casters from the ritual. It is expected to outperform the Coleman protection rituals. The sheer variety of side effects is concerning, but we already have a list of 122 curses and their effects. Once the scroll arrives, we will test and record its reactions to each of the effects. This should speed up our analysis considerably.
But this is not enough.
How can we get humans to make use of this ritual?
He stands up and paces around the cluttered room.
Ideally, the incantation is made into a tool like the Manus Mask or Laplace's incantation soft disk. However, this would require a thorough analysis and mastery of the ritual. Manus Vindicte could create the mask because Arcana is just that excellent of a caster. But we don't have that kind of excellence all the time. That's why I came up with a clever alternative, to let everyone be a caster instead. The problem is, humans can't cast it all to begin with. Ugh. Is there nothing else we can do?
So, this is the plan of the imaginary numbers. You want to use the waves of Numa and the reconciliation of the scroll to allow everyone to recite the storm immunity ritual?
37 ponders with great interest, as if it were just another game. The collaboration with Laplace is going well. They have just shared all their information on the subject.
Yes. What do you think, 37?
There is no grace or beauty in this approach. It is purely driven by practicality and uses clever tactics to make things fit. How typical of imaginary numbers.
What? It sounds pretty cool to me. Taking advantage of the storm? It's about time we plundered it instead.
It really looks like we should throw this plan into the sea.
37 37 insists, subtly shifting her seat away from Regulus.
You're not trying to comprehend the ritual, Vertin, but scrambling to make use of it before the emanation arrives.
Isn't making use of it enough for our purposes?
No, the theory is incomplete. You will be hindered by impossible obstacles in no time. Mister, could you show me the incantation? I want to see it too.
She glances at the device, hoping for an answer, but the other end on the call has been silent for a while.
Laplace is looking for a safe method to deliver the incantation. Given the incidents before, some time is required for the application procedure. Once received, please do not read it out by any means. The side effects are extremely deadly.
The chief assistant explained to her reassuringly. Finally, someone speaks again.
Apologies. We took some time to test the delivery methods. For your safety, only the text of the incantation will be delivered. The exact pronunciation will be sent to the timekeeper later.
Thanks, mate.
Since the island has no visual communication, we will send the incantation letter by letter through a Chladni plate, a technique that converts simple patterns to sound waves. Enough with the mumbo-jumbo. There's no time for details.
Annoyed, he interrupts his rambling and gets straight to the point.
Anyway, timekeeper, we'll need the help of that lady. Miss Radio, right?
Huh?
Flutter, the blue flower on Miss Radio perks up. No ordinary signal could reach this island, since they are raffle. She's been diligently managing their communication. As a result, she was somewhat reduced to being just a radio.
Yes. Somebody please find her a metal square plate, fix it on a sturdy base, and pour sand on it.
Sonata and Regulus get to work immediately. Fortunately, there is no shortage of metals and sand on the island. A makeshift receiving station is quickly built.
Now, a special recording will be sent to you. Please stay by the edge of the plate, embrace the sound, and, groove along.
I assume you mean vibrate?
No, that's just rude. But, yes, exactly.
He stammers.
If all goes well, the vibrations will move the sand and visualize the text in a pattern. We have 12 recordings ready, each representing a letter in the incantation. We'll play the first one when you're ready.
Oh, of course, my pleasure.
She trembles with excitement, ready to give her all for this important task. As she grooves with the signal, a pattern begins to form on the plate.
First one's done, Mr. Ulrich.
All right, 11 to go.
The transmission continues as planned, each letter falling into place like a piece of puzzle, until finally the last letter is recorded on the page.
This incantation.
The sight is hard to believe. How can this be?
What? Are you reading it in your head? Oh, don't tell me even thinking about it can trigger the curse.
No. It's just, I can read this language.
Huh? The language is not unfamiliar. The incantation for unlocking the suitcase is inscribed in the same tongue. The question are, who taught this and when? Was it the eve on the new millennium, when everything was a blank? Was it Mother? A myriad of thought floods the mind.
37. I think I know what it says. It means the first circle.
Alright, with 25 I just need to do math. So this is 6 more. My mouths are tired. The researcher on the receiving end quickly grasped the message.
The first circle. That's what the incantation says?
He suddenly remembers a detail that has eluded him all along.
That's it. The investigator in Vienna reported a similar thing. An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation. Akana even drew a circle in the air while saying it. She did it so nonchalantly, as if it were a meaningless gesture. We didn't think much of it at the time. Once we confirmed that it did not affect the casting of the incantation, we forgot about it and moved on. I can't believe I overlooked it.
Hot-tempered cryptography lead slams the table and buries his face into his hands, clearly exasperated.
This is not your fault, Ulrich. The gesture was overlooked because it did not really help the research. Our focus was on practical application rather than understanding the incantation itself.
This is like what 37 said about the scroll.
If the incantation means the first circle,
the pragmatist voice is still serene.
How will this be helpful to the research?
I see! I understand now!
A moment of epiphany. She snatches a handful of papers, sprawls out on the floor, and scribbles frantically.
Well, Vertin, I don't know why you can read it, but I do know that Gal is thrilled by your interpretation. Because you mentioned her favorite shape, the circle.
The irrational number is spot on. 37 has drifted the world of her own.
Yes. The essence of the incantation is a circle. But what kind of circle is it? In topology, any closed curve on a plane can be classified as a circle.
Aha! Told you!
Recluse spreads her hand, speechless. She takes a step back, giving 37 more room to calculate. Everyone is talking quietly, so as not to disturb her. Even Miss Radio has lowered her volume. Just as her sheets are about to include the entire floor, she finally stands up.
Look, Vertin, let's go back to the Rosetta Stone hypothesis. Based on the hypothesis, if the incantation and the numerical code share a common essence, which is the key to the storm immunity, and we now know the incantation refers to a circle,
then the essence of this numerical code should also be a circle, right?
37 nods.
Yes. Before this conversation, I had no idea which direction to take. The numerical code could be a snippet of an incantation, or it could be a geometrical ritual array. I had a lot of theories to go on, but testing them could take weeks or even months. Worse yet, if my line of thinking was completely wrong, we could waste decades of time and effort. But the Rosetta Stone hypothesis is easy to verify. Let us suppose that the incantation and numerical code share a similar essence. We know that the incantation does work as proven by the Awakened. If the incantation is a circle, then the numerical code should also be circular in nature and has the same effect as the incantation, which is a circle that saves people from the emanation and can also be experimented with by the Awakened.
If the experiment works, then the hypothesis is true. And vice versa. I see what you mean here. It really is an easily provable hypothesis.
To my ears, you're just trying to prove that the code means a circle. Because you're really into circles.
Not specifically. I simply like it because it's a great shape. But I don't understand.
She picks up the numerical code and studies it carefully.
+1, -1, +2, -3, 3,
-3, +2, -1, +1. How do these numbers relate to the circle?
The first circle.
Enigma narrows his brows, spreading a pen between his fingers. His drafts are scattered across his desk, each of them a dead end.
Yes, it was the timekeeper who translated the incantation. And according to the investigator in Vienna, Arcana also drew a circle when she casted the ritual. But experiments have shown that the gesture has no effect on the ritual. We thought maybe it was a symbolic gesture.
No. It is no way just symbolic.
He jumped to his feet. The cryptographer sneezed at the cloud of dust he just stirred up.
Arcanists excel at condensing their experiences into symbolic representations. Signs, totems, elements, these are primitive symbols, and some are sources of power for Arcanum. At least that's what the Foundation's textbooks tell me. That's why arcane skills can only be enhanced by mediums that align with their symbolic nature. Precise materials are required when creating soft discs for each incantation.
He stopped spinning his pen.
If the incantation symbolizes the first circle, and if we were to create a physical form that could be mass-produced for everyone, will that form have to be a circle too?
In the cave, discussion and theories about the circle are also in full swing. Every inch of the floor is now covered with paper. On each sheet is differently drawn circle. Some are spears, some have crossings, some are in distorted forms. Just as the sea of papers is about to drown everyone in the room, she finally stands up.
Oh, I should have thought of this. The simplest things often hold the deepest meaning, as always. So, the first circle, what could it be? A wheel? A piece of rope? A pendulum?
37 shakes her head and kicks away some paper balls at her feet.
I spent too long on the wheel and the bearing, not realizing there was something more promising. A circle can also be seen as a knot with no crossings. An unknot. This could be a variation of a closed curve. A knot. Knots were how the ancients of the Incas and Chinese collected data and kept records. But which knot is it exactly?
37 extends her hands. Intricate geometric shapes take form in the radiance of her arcane light.
The Jones polynomial of the trefoil knot is t plus t cubed minus t to the power of 4. The figure 8 knot is t to the power of -2 minus t to the power of -1 plus 1 minus t plus t squared. While the cinquefoil knot, t squared plus t to the power of 4 minus t to the power of 5 plus t to the power of 6 minus t to the power of 7.
Kudos to the voice actor.
I could go on all day. There are 165 different knots with 10 crossings, 9,988 knots with 13 crossings. But which knot is the code referring to? +1, -1, +2, -3, +3, -3, +2, -1, +1.
She stops.
Of course I would hear these digits instead of anything else. The scroll transcribes the truth into a format I can understand. So it must be based on a mathematical system I already know. I have all the knowledge needed to break the code. Just need to follow my instincts and pick a system. And the Jones polynomial is the first thing I could think of.
Struck by an idea, she dropped to her knees and started calculating again on the floor.
Right. The second 3 I heard sounded different from the other 3s. That 3 must be the constant term of the polynomial. Then if we use this 3 as the origin, like a number axis, The left side is the coefficient for the negative exponents, and the right side is the coefficients for the positive exponents.
Oh man, whatever you said, ma'am.
Eureka! This string of coefficients is the shorthand of a Jones polynomial. If we assign the 8 coefficients to the 8 corresponding exponents in a Jones polynomial, we get its true form. T to the power of -4 minus t to the power of -3 plus 2t to the power of -2 minus 3 times t to the power of -1 plus 3 minus 3t plus 2t squared minus t cubed plus t to the power of 4. A knot with 8 crossings.
Wow. The way that she reads that flawlessly. Sounds very mouthful though. She looks up. Her bright aquamarine eyes shine with delight. A golden knot projects from her fingertips. So where's the beginning though? Yeah, where's the beginning?
See, Vertin, Apiron did give us the answer.
Where's the beginning though? The hell? The hell?
The key we've been looking for, the most profound secret, the language of the divine. No sound or text is needed, just pure structure, the very form of the essence itself. It is a beautiful shape, a simple knot.
A knot? Great. Now there is only one step left. The verification.
She nods and looks at the communicator.
Did you hear that, Madam Lucy? Can you help us verify the authenticity of this knot?
After an unsettling silence, Miss Ryder finally remembers that she had turned down the film. When she turns it back on, Lucy's voice comes through the clearly over the channel. Oh man, I'm starting slower.
Of course. I have paid close attention to the discussion. This polynomial produces a single unique knot. We can now tie a knot to test it.
The call goes silent again. The cafe is silent too, as if any noise will alter the outcome. Every recluse has turned off her personal speakers. In the quiet hush, Miss Ryder cranks up her volume once more. All they hear is a sharp hiss of static, and a soft, strange rustling. 20 minutes have passed.
Madam Lucy?
The only sound is constant static, accompanied by a faint, scratchy reverberation.
Is the signal dropping? Madam Lucy, can you hear?
The robot utters with effort. The knot slips her grip and falls. It has completed its great mission. Then the robot stands to fall apart and melt. Before the curse could get to her core, the fire thief flashes a smile. She needs to... Alright.
Worked.
So yeah, I think the issue with this game is like sometimes the dialogue just auto forward for no reason, especially during non-dialogue stuff. Like 5 more chapters, so let's see if I can actually fix the dialogue. So this is where you can find the stuff, the classification of the arcanist. Do I have... Where's this go again? Why though? I do have her. Crystal,
I'm so glad you are here. How is your day?
The moment you step onto the stage.
Or 869.
I only need to level up the low level tier character if I want to do the main bulletin. Alright, can I get another Lucy please? I'm gonna regret this, but oh fuck. Yep, I'm gonna regret this.
Hi there, I am Mongo.
Yep.
Mission accepted.
That's just 5-star. Oh, it's 6, I think. Nice. It's just too strong.
A hand-operated spinning wheel half-drenched in water. This indicates a low...
One for the egg balls. Or P1.
Your visits are always unexpected.
Yeah, P2 is nice though. Oh well. P1 is already good. I guess I can stop now. What the hell is that? Alright, I'm gonna order this for the last one. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. In 4 hours.
I never thought it would be the Timekeeper and the Aperon Arcanus who'd solve the problem. But now even humans can cast this ritual.
Laplace is now in the rare state of tranquility. For the researchers have done all they can. There's nothing left for them to do. With only 4 hours to go, this is the final calm before the storm.
Indeed. The knot is the physical form of the ritual we were looking for. Surprisingly, the numerical code yielded practical results. I thought it was necessary to report this to the Timekeeper's organization. It was her contribution, but it did not go well.
Forgive the interruption. What's a knot?
I will be glad to answer your question. Knot theory is a branch of algebraic topology. In mathematics, a knot refers to a connected closed curve in three-dimensional Euclidean space that does not intersect itself. They can also be described as shapes in three-dimensional space that are homeomorphic to circles.
Did I get a mathematician to write this dialogue or something? The whole story?
Knot theory focuses on the entanglement and configurations of closed curves in three-dimensional space, rather than the curves themselves. Since all closed curves are homeomorphic to circles, they can all be topologically categorized as circles. A knot equivalent to a two-dimensional circle is called an unknot, and...
I don't mean to question Laplace's expertise, but this approach may not be the best solution for widespread implementation. The concepts are complex even for us, let alone others. We can't doing Mark before the storm. Nobody's got time for that.
As it turned out, presenting a technical report was much too premature. We should have a complete and official report once the immunity gear is produced.
Maybe you can change your approach the next time you report to the Foundation.
The robot shakes her head, disappointed by the failure of her report and the listener math level.
I simply gave them honest answers.
She turns her head and looks thoughtfully out of the window.
But this solution is deserving of widespread implementation. All we need is a piece of rope and tie it end to end.
Then just tell them to do that.
And spend 3 to 5 minutes to make this knot.
Oh man.
This can be done anywhere, at any time, by anyone using any type of cordage. The oldest, fastest, and most basic ritual, the key to braving the storm, is a knot.
Why didn't you tell the House of Integratus? I'm sure they would have funded us generously.
I will make sure to put it in my interdepartmental report.
Just mention that you need to make a knot and... Oh man. Lucy. A bright hint of frustration flickers across her face. But she quickly moves on to a subject that deserves her attention.
But at this point in time, the knot only functions like an incantation. It is not suitable for widespread use until the research on the side effects and the converter are complete.
In any case, I've completed all the tasks you assigned me. My last plea is, please never put Ulrich and I on the same team again.
The researcher lets out a deep yawn, feeling as if he hasn't slept in ages. Maybe he can catch a quick nap before the final battle begins.
I'm surprised that you're not in the lab. Something bothering you? Wait, don't tell me you're charging here.
The robot turns to him, an approving smile on her face.
Excellent job, Researcher Adler. You have proven that you are keeping the locations of public outlets in Laplace in mind, which is a positive sign for your resocialization. But I am powering up to reach my optimal condition, preparing for what is to come. The Scroll of Apeiron, the final piece of the puzzle, the key to minimizing any negative effects caused by the incantation.
Wow! The designers on artificial somnambulism could use some of this inspiration. Look at the clouds, painted with a syndrome of colors and interrupted by a glorious streak of rainbow. It's truly a masterpiece.
The red blue streak forward at lightning speed, but the oleatus are still in hot pursuit. Yeah, flashbang. Oh, come on. Their skin are becoming increasingly vibrant through the storm syndrome.
Funny. They're flying towards the headquarters out of instinct. Maybe they can sense immunity zones. These little beasts would make for a good study. But I'm not in the mood to take any prisoners.
Julia speeds up again, trying to close the pursuer that are swarming behind her like a dark vortex. In front of her, under the clouds, the grey building of the Foundation are now clearly visible.
Fuel and ammunition are running out.
Her altitude is low enough, she can almost see the hallway outside the committee room.
Huh. Maybe I should storm the Vice President's office with them. But other people might get hurt there. Never mind.
She makes an upward turn, her mind racing with ideas.
Dive into the lake? But the splash might wet the scroll. Wait, isn't that...
Sprout from the forest that look like a signal to land.
Miss Lilia, this way.
Ha! Good timing.
Her friend present has given her a clear sense of direction. Without a second thought, she charged into the new forest with a huge herd in hot pursuit. Just before crashing into the trees, right they changed course and rocket upward in the perfect straight line. But the creatures behind her have no such finesse. One by one, they slam to the mesh performed by the dense tangle of trees and vines.
Enemies intercepted. Ally landed successfully. Miss Travis, the Elitiaos are all ensnared in vines.
The druid closed her eyes, savoring the fresh air.
The winds of triumph sweep through the woods. An excellent flight, Miss Lilia. We will take it from here. Come, everyone. We shall vanquish our foes with the aid of the woods.
The Special Operations Squad is ready to go. Dr. Kakanya, are you really going to stay here?
She shakes her head, her fingers tight on Marcus' communicator. For more than 10 hours, she has been waiting for Laplace to respond. Marcus lowered her eyes, burying her face in her scarf to hide the tears. The doctor quickly noticed it. Her voice softened and changed to a lighter tone.
Don't worry about me, young missy. This won't be goodbye forever. Besides, I have already provided all the help I can, right? I made Isolde show us the ritual and kept her under control, and now you've figured out how the ritual works. To test its results, you will need a couple of volunteers.
But Marcus doesn't seem to find comfort in her words.
But you heard the report from Laplace. The possibility of surviving the ritual is nearly zero without the converter and the scroll and...
Nearly, they said. But not surely.
The doctor interjected briskly.
Plus, where else can I go? I was born and raised in this city. This is where I came from, where I lived and where I belong. This is my whole world. I despised the maggots under its golden surface and fought for the justice and fairness in our society. But I also cherish every detail of this city, from the intricate carvings on the theater columns to the dirt trodden by dockworkers. All of these things made me me. My family, my friends, my people, and my operas and culture are all here. I never once thought about leaving this place. I have never thought about destroying it either.
She looks up and sighs sentimentally.
Being washed away with it would be a just punishment for all my sins.
Yet her eyes are free of darkness and despair. Marcus can clearly see her determination.
I wish I could be as brave as you are. See you, Miss Clara.
She gently reached out to her. Not far away, the Special Operations Squad is ready to go. The helicopter begins to whirl, its last errand of the day. Inside the cabin, Isolde sits with two razor operative, her wrists bound in cuffs.
Hurry, ladies, before any of us turns into one of those exquisite paintings. Sorry, but the headquarters is too far for the teleportation disc from here. You'll have to bear with us smelly old grunts for a little longer.
It's time to part ways.
Goodbye, Miss Marcus. Sharing this era with you has been an honor.
Their warm hand claps in a powerful handshake. With a wave to the teary-eyed girl, Kakanya turns around and heads toward the City of
Is your
Madness.
birthday approaching, Doctor?
She twirls sharply around at the entrance voice. Isolde reaches out into the air, still in dreams she is unwilling to wake up from. There, the world is unchanged, and each day is filled with bliss. For a prisoner in the Foundation facility, perhaps dreams will provide the solace she needs.
I made this for you.
She holds out a brush. Brush? How do I read it? Oh well. A piece so exquisite that it too seems to be an intangible figment of a wistful dream. The golden setting nestled the sparkling gem in place. A gift undoubtedly made with great affection. A gift undoubtedly made with a great affection. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. The ET is just hard to read. Undoubtedly. Oh well.
Turquoise and topaz, just like you and your eyes. Please accept my blessings, Doctor. May your life be filled with joy and contentment, and may your courage guide you through all that comes your way. You are worthy of all the beauty and goodness this world has to offer, and I will hold you in my heart and in my prayers forever.
Today isn't Kakania's birthday, nor can she her reflection in Isolde's lustreless eyes. The star of Vienna holds up the brush, yearning at the emptiness before her. If one were to die today, what would she say to her long-time friend?
Diese Träume rottet das Dorf.
She takes the brush and pins it to her jacket. The communicator at her waist crackles. A ray of hope shines through the static.
Madam Lucy, any progress on the research?
Alright. That's 26. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 more chapters to go for tomorrow, hopefully. I'm tired. And my mouth is very... Yes. And I'm starting to slur. Oh well, that's it for today.